Hey, what's up, YouTube? Alright, so I'm here with a student that's about to take a driving test. She takes her test in about half an hour. DMV opens at 8, where it's like 20 minutes to 8. She should be the first one, right? So we're gonna run through it. She's been practicing, so she should be quite good. Right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So they're gonna ask you, if you're parked facing uphill, what direction do you turn the steering wheel?
Left, away from the curb, put the car in park, pull up the emergency brake and turn off the ignition.
Okay, cool. Alright, they're gonna ask you to do the turn signal. Signal left, signal right, blow the horn, press and release the brake. They're gonna do all of that to make sure like the brake lights are working, the turn signal lights are working, the horn's working. They will not take you out in a car if those things are not working. And if you don't know, the DMV examiners are actually in the car with you now in South Florida. Anyway, in Florida as far as I'm concerned. And it's appointments only, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to make your appointment a good month and a half in advance.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so they're gonna ask you to reverse from here and go to the right. So let's do that. So just look behind you, roll straight back until your mirror is at the end of the line. Like about here, you're going to turn all the way to the right, to the left. Sorry. Look behind you. Keep going back. Alright, that's good. And then drive. And we're going to go to this stop sign and make a left turn. So you signal. So every time they tell you to make a left or right,
You signal.
you make sure you signal. Alright, go ahead. I'm going to show you the DMV line. Even though the DMV is only doing appointments, there's always a bunch of people out here just standing around. I don't know why, but they do it every day. So we're going to make this left turn coming up. The second left turn. Make sure you stay on your right side.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to this stop sign right here and stop, and then we're gonna go across to the second stop sign and make a left. See, that's the family right there.
Oh,
I go to the stop sign and make a left. Make sure you signal left, right? So every time they tell you to turn, if you don't signal, you get 4 points. 4 negative points. You don't want any points. So stop completely. You're gonna look both ways here and go when it's clear. Like after this Honda, then it's your turn. Go ahead. Alright. Go to the right lane. And you go through the stop sign, we're going to continue going straight and then make the right turn. Alright, stop here, stop completely. 1, 2, 3. Go straight across. And we're going to make the right turn. Just make sure you're staying in your right lane as you come up here. And you got to make sure your mirror is past the curb before you turn. That way your back wheel don't hit the curb.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's good enough. Turn the wheel. Get a woman from the DMV out and talking so loud, as usual. Alright, so we're going to go down past these fire hydrants. We're going to make the right turn. So again, you're going to make sure your mirror is past the curb before you turn, to avoid hitting the curb with your back wheel. So go ahead, turn all the way quickly. Alright, cool. Go to the stop sign, stop, and then go straight across. That's where you're going to do the 3-point turn and all that. Alright. Complete stop here. Just wait for this truck. cross. So they're gonna tell you to stop about here. Stop. Then they're gonna tell you to speed up to 20 and do a sudden stop. So go ahead, speed up to 20 and stop. Alright, cool. Now they're gonna ask you to reverse straight back. So just put the car in reverse, look behind you. So if you're straight when you stop here, it's very easy to just go straight back. Just keep the wheel straight, look behind you, and just roll straight back. Make sure you are on the right side of the yellow line. You do not want to cross the yellow line, right? So make sure you're staying on the right side of it, like that. That's good. Stop here. Now we're gonna do the 3-point turn. So go ahead. Signal left. Turn all the way left. Put in drive. You're gonna stop before you cross the white line. Go up a little bit more. Alright, that's good. All the way right. Look over your left shoulder and reverse. Because when your mirror is past the middle, like right there, that's good. Put the car back in drive. Signal left again and turn all the way left. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the stop sign and make a left turn. So you stop completely. And then you creep out to where you can see clearly down the road on both sides. Okay, go ahead and make a left. And then we're gonna make a quick left. So make sure you come into the right lane just like that. And signal left to go left. Alright, then we're gonna go all the way down to the end of this parking lot and make another left. Make sure you're making a left, so you signal left. Again, don't forget to signal, because every time you don't signal, you lose in 4 points. And you really trying not to lose any points. Go ahead. If you get 0 points, that means you get 100%. That's the goal, right? Yeah. Make a left again. And we're gonna stay close to the right side. Somewhere down here, before you get to the cones, they're gonna tell you to stop. So maybe stop about here. Stop. And then they're gonna tell you the next thing we're gonna do is park in between the 4 cones. That will be right there. So go ahead and pull up and we're gonna park on the left side. So you signal left. We're gonna park in the second space because that's where the cones are gonna be. So you're gonna go up and line up your mirror with the first line. Go up a little bit more. See the line? Go up a little bit more still. Right there. Signal left, turn all the way left. And you're gonna go all the way around, and when you get into the middle, keep going, straighten the wheel, and pull straight in, just like that. Stop. And if you notice, the ones across the street lines you up perfectly. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, across the parking lot, I should say. Alright, reverse, and we're gonna go to the right. So you look behind. And as soon as you pass the cones backing out here, you're gonna turn all the way left, like now, all the way left. And continue looking behind you. Because again, the examiner will be sitting right here and they're going to be watching stuff to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Funny, I took a student to another DMV yesterday, and the student did well on his test. And right before he stepped out the car, the lady handed him the paper that said he passed his driving test, right? And he was so happy, he just open the door and step out the car with the car still in drive. He started to step, he didn't step all the way out. He started to step out and the car slammed into the curb. I'm looking at him like, dude, really? make a left.
Thank God she didn't fail.
She could have took the thing back,
could've taken
but she
it back
didn't.
and
She didn't.
failed.
She gave it. She just shake her head. She looked at me and shake her head.
I think
and
it's because he was happy.
he just got too excited. Like all he had to do was wait like a couple of seconds later, put the car in park, and then celebrate. You know. She just looked at me and shake her head. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what the hell was that? Oh, I just got so excited, man. Like, dude, really?
I would too.
Yeah, but you're going to fail your test because you get so excited. That makes sense? After you already put in all the work and passed the test, you're going to lose your license because you couldn't hold it together for a
Couple
few seconds more.
Yeah.
I've had students do that. This one kid did that and failed his test.
Oh.
He started to give me the thumbs up as he pulls into the parking space and slam into the curb. And I'm like, dude, just wait.
I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm
Don't
not gonna
close
look
your
at you.
eyes.
No, I'm not saying literally. I'm just not gonna look at you.
Oh, okay. Don't celebrate until they hand you the paper. That's all you gotta do. Park up on the left side here. When they hand you the paper, then you put the car in park. But you should have put the car in park. What the hell? Oh, I hear somebody saying something.
I heard someone said something.
Yeah, I don't know what they talk about. Okay, cool. Stop here. Put it in park. All right. So how you think you did?
I did good.
You did great, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it like that, and you're gonna be perfectly fine. All right. So that's it. We're gonna join the line. They open in 15 minutes. That's it. All right. So you see how she did. She did excellent. So I expect her to pass with 100%.
Flying colors.